Yeah, why do you think it's okay for women to be sexist but not racist?
Well, it's not just women. Like
the
all
question,
the men here.
I think the question needs to change slightly. It's more like how women can be sexist and black people can be racist. I think that's a better equivalent.
What do you say that?
So I think it's a better equivalence is like how women can be are allowed to be sexist the same way black people are allowed to be racist.
Are they?
Yeah. I think society allows
That's another conversation.
No, because that's a different conversation.
That's another conversation.
No, the question is why is it okay for women to be sexist and not racist? Because it's just common, right? It's so like misandry is so common. I hear it every day, but nobody bats an eye. But if we switched it to race, they would.
So is it sexist then, the example you gave of basically telling a woman, you know, a man is different from you, you should have some level of genuine fear. Like, you can't just walk into a man's house that you don't know off nowhere and think he's just another girl. You can't treat a man like a woman.
Right, but I'm saying you shouldn't walk into anyone's house you don't know. I'm not walking into whales' houses.
Fair point.
Why are you? Is this a common problem for you?
Some girls.
You feel like, did your parents have to tell you that?
No, some girls literally feel like, I personally have seen some girls feel too comfortable around men, and I'm just like,
hoes.
I don't like to use that word. I'm a Christian.
Whores.
Jezebels. There you go.
Yeah, some girls just feel very comfortable, and I feel like it just comes from a lack of, or even hitting a man, it comes from a lack of fear of that man, because like you have no fear within you that knows that, oh, he's different. If he slaps me once, I could die. Like, you literally don't have that in you. And I think that I wouldn't say teaching someone to, in quote unquote, have this kind of fear. I'm not saying be afraid, like never talk to men again, but have a fear of genuinely, he can take my life if he wanted to. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's sexist.
It's common sense. It's not even a fear. Survival. It's common sense. A man has testosterone. Testosterone makes you strong. And if someone has more testosterone than you, then they're going to be stronger than you. You shouldn't put yourself in that situation.
But the point is they're discriminating against a whole group.
I think they are racist towards some races, though, women.
What?
And it's a very acceptable. Like with Indian men,
you know what? Yeah,
it's become a joke now how Indian men slide into your DMs.
Yeah, but that's not that's sexual preference. Do you think like you could say the same thing with short guys?
It is. It is. I think it is. I agree with you, but for society, it's racist.
Like saying you must sleep with them.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But now with Indian men, it's become a joke. Like you keep hearing how Indian men slide into DMs, and they make fun of them, and it is sort of okay.
I see what you mean.
But I think, Pearl, your point is on a higher level, I think, and I think it's about the double standard that we have in society. That why is it okay to be racist when it's okay to be misandrous? And I think you mentioned it earlier. You answered your own question where you said that men are expendable. We've been living through decades of men being told and women being told that men should be disrespected in the home. Men should be, their value is really nothing other than the check and the seed. And men have been portrayed as bumbling idiots when actually what men do is very productive to society and required and necessary, not just for young boys, but also for girls.
You know what I've noticed? If you watch ads on TV these days, the man is always the dumbass and the woman comes to the rescue, fixing whatever it is. Have you noticed that?
It's 70 to 80% of consumer buying decisions are made by women, so they're always marketing to women.
Yeah, it's not an accident.
I have a question for you, Pro, because I don't know if anybody else knows the stat. You may know it, but are the stats the same? Because nowadays we have another sector of sexuality, trans men and trans women. Are the stats the same if a woman is if a man is now with a trans woman or vice versa, would those stats be the same?
I don't know.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Because it's probably too soon.
Because to me, it's just like they're still a dude. You can dress like a dude. It doesn't make you.
We used to call them trannies. You know, it was just accepted that there would be one dude among a group that liked to dress in women's clothes.
Why is it okay to be trans? Someone asked us in the chat. Why is it okay to like change your sex, but you can't change your race?
I've always said this.
I think Rachel Dolezal, is that her name?
You know
I think she should be allowed. Like,
she actually helped black people.
I think change your race if you want to change your race. Like, do you? Like, it's actually a free world. It's not that.
Yeah.
deep. I'm actually tired.
Yeah. So let me just zone in on this. So all right, if I
Jesus.
If I really wanted to be black,
Yeah.
I could just go tanning
That's blackface.
and
Yep.
and just get, I don't know, and dress.
I think the idea.
Like that-
is
No.
I could dress in African clothes.
No, I'm so surprised that you two
Cultural.
just said that this lady
No,
helped.
let me. Should
Rachel,
I?
like specifically,
Cultural
Rachel actually helped
appropriation.
black. She worked to help black people.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I'm
Let's
saying.
say,
Oh,
let's
I'm
say.
not saying that
So
she-
let's.
I've- by her doing what
okay.
she-
Let's say. If I the next 2 years I start an orphanage in Africa. I'm just asking. Then
No,
I
no.
come back.
The way I
Would
actually
that
see it-
win me? Could I change my race?
The way I actually see it.
No. I just need a yes or no. I just need.
Of course not.
But I
don't
helped.
actually-
But
I don't actually agree with Rachel Dolezal doing that. What I'm saying is
Could I-
actually
what-
trying
okay.
to help black people.
that's it.
She said yes.
Wait,
I'm like, wait.
Okay,
Is this
can I give a
moving too
different
fast?
perspective on this?
I want your answer.
Guys, one at a time.
Say- wait,
Sorry, guys,
say the
guys,
question
guys,
again.
One at a time.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So you're asking me if it's okay for you to change your race?
Yeah.
I think you can change your race in your own little self, but don't expect me to call you black or give you a pass to say the N word. But you just said it was okay. No. I said, yeah. If you want to identify as a goddamn table, be a table for all I care. Just don't force me to then put my cup on you and pretend you're a table. I'm not going to do
Jordan
that.
See, here's the thing. This is the thing, right? This is where it starts. We start by allowing people to do it in their own, and then those people get entitled in the. Do you know what? Yeah.
No, that's true. You're right. It's a slippery slope because I mean, if we told Caitlyn freaking Jenner that she couldn't have the Female Courage Award like 7 years ago, where would we be today?
She's the world's greatest woman. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro said
and then we got that dude swimming in the girls division and taking our titles.
Taking the
Thomas.
same award when there's women who've been women their whole lives and done things.
That's just how good men are. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not even talking about the athletics. I'm talking about
better
the.
women than you are.
We'll be a man
If
for
I
1
may
year.
to
throw out
answer-
something
to
that's
answer
going to
your
be
question-
completely disagreeing with everybody, but I actually don't disagree. Like, I agree with all of you, but just a different perspective. Someone who's grown up in the music business, especially jazz. Jazz has taught me a lot of things about the world and culture that the rest of the world didn't teach me. Jazz taught me that I could be black,
But can I ask you a question? What does it mean to be black?
What? Okay.
to have soul.
Are you black?
No.
But it's so
Inspired.
it showed you how to be black in America, maybe. But what about black people in Africa or Nigeria or other
Could you
parts?
explain that? I need you to explain that more.
Well,
You gonna get close
there
up
may
as
be
well.
some people who disagree with me, but I believe that in a large part, the American art form as jazz is very much a black art form. It's not only black.
Agreeable.
There's a whole movement out there that's pushing black American music and trying to call jazz black American music. I disagree wholeheartedly because that eliminates the Latin American influence. That eliminates all the other influences that have made jazz what it is today. But anybody who plays jazz, anybody who loves jazz, cannot self-respectingly say that it's not a black music. So when I play with black musicians, my biggest compliment is when you got the 75-year-old bass player that's in there watching you like, who the hell is this mother who just walked up to the stage thinking he knows what he's doing? And you play a little bit and you look back, did I do okay? And he just goes,
Wait.
Wait. I've got a point.
But how does that make you black?
okay.
Okay,
So
let me just-
that's one degree of the acceptance. Over the years, I've had many musicians tell me, "Oh yeah, you're honorary black. You're straight up."
Okay.
See,
Okay.
that's a
Straight up people in the South.
Because
now, I'm not saying that I'm black.
I get what you.
But I understand.
You're playing devil's
understand
advocate.
what black music is and what makes music that culture. I understand where gospel comes from. I understand where slavery led to the roots of what became jazz. I understand how pain produces art. I get that. That doesn't mean that I'm black. I'm saying that black people have, over the years in my business, have made me feel accepted into their community, and have many times told me straight up, "You're the blackest brown guy I know."